Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Holy Heracross here, and today I bring you week 2 of a local showdown league I've been doing lately. Sadly, this league has been discontinued, but I wanted to bring you the best battle that we've had as a team this season. Today we're taking on the Vancouver Venusaurs and my boy Gil. His team consists of Megalopunny, Ditto, Dragonite, Jolteon, Cresselia, and Bronzong, as we're bringing Cophagus, Vaporeon, T-Tar, Excadrill, Togekiss, and Kyurem Black. So let's get right into it. So I lead off with my Cophagus, thinking he's going to lead off with his Megalopunny as he leads off with his Ditto. It's a smart play by his part, but I double back out in my T-Tar knowing that he can't touch me very much, except going for a Will-O-Wisp. Here, he's going to go for a Hex. Here with my T-Tar, I predict the... Since he can't touch me, I go for rocks. And then I double back into my Cophagus, knowing that this is my main answer to this Mega Lopunny. Not knowing this, he sets up a substitute that I didn't predict, but now he has the upper hand. He unfortunately misses an HJK, which brings him down to 13% as I go for a Psychic to break the sub. He's brought down to 7% by Sandstorm, but my lefty's keeping me at full. He goes for the HJK, does 49%, and gets rid of the Scrappy, which is great. But here we're going to be able to take him out with a Psychic. Next, he brings in his Jolteon, as this is his main counter, as he brings this with Shadow Ball. Knowing this, I switch into my Kyurem Black to take the Shadow Ball, but unfortunately he does get a crit, which is going to render my Kyurem very useless in this match. I do get chip damage off on this Jolteon as I am Scarfed, but then he's going to be able to knock me out with the Shadow Ball. And knowing that he is Specs, I'm going to knowing that I can outspeed him, I switch in my Excadrill, and knowing that I can knock him out with the Shadow Claw, or if the Bronzong wants to come in with Levitate, I go for the Shadow Claw to hit the Bronzong pretty hard when it's coming in. I didn't expect screens in this game, but I did prep for it having Brick Break on Excadrill. He does set both screens as I go for the Will-O-Wisp. And then I go for the Hex to bring him down to 2% health as he sets rocks and gets both screens up. The bird will be able to take out the Bronzong, and I will be able to get the third kill of the match. He does bring in his Specs Jolteon to pressure out my Cophagus, so knowing this, I sack off my Togekiss as it doesn't do much the rest of the game. I bring in my Excadrill knowing that I can pressure him out since he's Specs. He goes for the Crest Switch as I go for the Brick Break to get the screens off the field for good. I go for the Shadow Claw here to get damage as he goes for the Moonlight to heal back up almost to where, or a little bit over where he was last time. After this, I bring in my Vaporeon to take whatever hit he wants to send out. He switches back into Ditto to scout what I wanted to do. Here, I just go for the Scald, but not knowing that he had the Ditto and the Water Absorb, he gets all his health back and goes for a Wish here as I bring in my Cophagus. This is a very big point of the match where if I clicked Shadow Ball or Psychic on this Jolteon, I would have had a huge advantage as he had barely any pressure on my team anymore. But predicting the Cresselia to come in, I go for the Pain Split to heal up, and here I just sack off, or no, I go into T-Tar to take the hit, and this is going to force Jolteon out as he is Specs and he can't touch me. Predicting the Ditto to come in, I go for the Superpower, but he brings in Dragonite instead. So here I sack off my Zilla to get a free switch in to Excadrill, letting the Dragonite pick up the kill. Bring in my Excadrill, and he makes the switch into his Ditto. I go for the Rock Slide, expecting him to stay in and sack it off, but I unfortunately do miss out on the Rock Slide, even though he switched out to Ditto. Here I sack off my Cofagrigus to an Earthquake from his Ditto, and now I bring in my Vaporeon knowing I'm not very defensive, but I can take one Earthquake and fire back with the Scald to take out his Ditto. Now I have 2 turns left of Sandstorm to try and come back with my Excadrill. Here he stalls out the sand. As I go for a Shadow Claw, he goes for the Moonlight and heals back up. At this point, I can knock him out with another Shadow Claw as he was trying to stall the Sandstorm turns out, which was a good play on his part, I can acknowledge that. And here he just sacks off his Dragonite. I do hit the Rock Slide here, which is very nice, but here, if I just hit that Jolteon with the Psychic or the Shadow Ball, we would have won this match. But here I just go down to the Hidden Power, and very good game to my opponent, Gil. And thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it, and see you later.